guys, Romie here. So this is the recap, the review for Big Brother. No, Big Brother Season 18, Episode 19. Now the episode starts off actually with the Head of Household competition. This is the competition where everyone had to go and roll their balls down a plank. Well, no, yeah, kind of down a plank. And the goal is, there's all of these numbers, 1 to 21 or 1 to 22, something of that nature. And I think it's 1 to 21. And the winner is the one who gets it all the way at the very end in the big box that's labeled 21. And so the goal is to not have Bridget win, because Bridget is the X factor. Frank just got evicted. Bridget has to fend for herself, at least as of now. So everyone's thinking, okay, Bridget can't win. And then there's individual people who also feel like, okay, I have to win as well for other reasons. Now, of course, James can't play because he's the exiting HOH. So what ends up happening is Paul Paul was like the third person to use his red ball, and originally it was Paulie. I think, yeah, originally it was Paulie, and he got knocked out quickly. The next one might have been Victor. It might have been Victor. At some point, Paul, he could have been the third person. He got it in the biggest square that he needs to get into 21. And so, now here's the funny thing. You had Natalie going, and she was horrible. For like the first 50 times she tried to roll that damn ball. Now, James kept instructing her, and at one point, she just started to make it in. She made it in, I believe, 3 times. So into the actual small square at the bottom of the plank. So she was thinking she was good. Because Natalie, she kept going, woo! No, why did I do that? No, Natalie kept going, woo! She kept jumping up and doing all this while trying to roll, because we're thinking, you just have to roll the ball. What are you doing? What ends up happening is she does her usual mini like jump up while trying to roll the ball, and it lands in what, like a 2 or 3? So poor Natalie. Natalie's a mess. Natalie is a mess. She overcompensates way too much during competition. And that's why she loses. That's the main reason why she loses. Meech does okay. Everyone else does relatively okay. Now, unfortunately, what ends up happening, we'll see how that plays out. But Nicole and Devon, they were both trying to try and win, because Nicole is terrified that Devon doesn't trust her, which she knows is the truth. Devon doesn't trust her, and Devon's terrified because she's like, damn, she doesn't have a real reason to trust Nicole, especially since Frank decided to go and divulge this information, which made her think, wait a minute, this chick who I didn't trust in the first place, I really can't trust now. What ends up happening is Paul does win. Paul wins, and with Paul winning, now Paulie somehow becomes the HOH. You'll know what I mean in a second. Now, the whole concept is Paulie and Paul have gotten really close in the house. You will have thought that maybe Paul will continue to gravitate to Victor. No. Paul and Paulie got really close. And you notice how Paul came into the house with his own style, and then for some reason, Paulie ended up looking like Paul within the last 2 weeks. You know, he shaved off the sides of his head, and even, you know, is letting the top grow out and has it combed back. And, what else? Paulie never wore a shirt. Now all of a sudden he's wearing shirts. Everything you could possibly think of, he's doing it. And he's even using Paul's certain catchphrases or just certain wording. He definitely loves using the word friendship. Everything is friendship now. And so Paul's just like, oh, that's cute. That's so cute. And Zacchaeus is like, oh, you two are dating. That's so cute. But that's not good, because now this is where we see the showmances slowly starting to break apart. It's like everyone realizes they have to play their own individual game and make it seem like they're not in the showmances that they're in. And it doesn't seem like Paulie and Zakia are that close anymore. They find out about the twist of America Care Package, and the first person to win is Natalie. And Natalie is thrilled. Everyone's just like, oh, this is so cool. But everyone is actually thinking. They realize, oh crap, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Because Natalie wins that. She wins the be a have-not pass for the summer, meaning that she won't be a have-not, and originally she was supposed to be a have-not, so she's super thrilled. I'm thinking, Natalie, what type of game are you trying to play? Are you actually trying to win or not? Because that is horrible. That is the worst thing that could actually happen to you. Because they gave you, America pretty much said, you are weak and meager. We're going to go and give you some food. We're going to appease you. We don't want to save you. We don't want to give you the big stuff. Spoiler alert, because they didn't show it on the show, so I'll tell you this. If you go to cbsbigbrother.com, if you do that, you can go and vote for this week's American Care Package. And how it actually came down was it was official. It was in the box and it came down with a parachute. So it's like, okay, that's a cute idea. That's a cute idea. They must have tried and tested that a lot because the winds could be really serious in that area. So they must have made sure. It's like, oh, okay, do it now, do it now. Get outside, because the announcement, it got really aggressive. It's just like, get outside now. I'm thinking, Lord, they're like, they have to do this now, or else they're going to have to push it back a couple hours because of the wind factor. So, everyone, like I said, everyone is actually thinking and realizing you don't want to win something as mediocre as that. Because this week's was good. This week, that's why I'm like, damn, Devon must be a favorite. Devon must be a favorite because Bridget has decided to fall back. Bridget's decided to fall back. The real plan is to actually get Devon out. I know she's my favorite, and I don't want that to happen. But that's the plan. Paulie wants her out. Paulie realizes he's pegging her as the female Frank. Now, we thought maybe Paul was closer to Devon than, but the reality is he's not. It's pretty much just like how it was in week 1, where they're just like, you do you, I do me. We're technically on teams, but that's it. And that's bad because I think Devon thinks that Paul and her are closer than she realizes. James is the type to where, as long as he doesn't have to flip on you, he won't, but he may. He may. He is loyal overall, so we'll see how strong his loyalty is lying and if he's able to flip the votes, or if that'll cause him to get a target put on his back. A returning viewer, thank you, and please like and comment. If you're a new viewer, please like, comment, and subscribe. Now, the thing is, the boys always created this plan to eventually go and target the girls to get them out. That's the thing. That's what's happening right now. So the guys are going to do their best to stay in power, regardless of what type of relationships they have with the other women in the house. They're going to do whatever they can to stay in power so that they're able to go and push more of the women out of the house. That has been the plan for the last couple of weeks. It's just that Frank was a big target, so they had to get Frank out. But now the guys are pretty much going to work together to get the women out of the house. That's why this is happening. And Paulie, like I said, he realizes that Devon is dangerous. She can flip votes, she can do this, she can do that. She's going to pit all the strong players against each other. She will unite the women, all of that. So she, unfortunately, has to go in his eyes. And since Paul is really down for whatever Paulie wants to do, Devon has to go. Now, right now, they have to go and spin a different narrative and make sure that she doesn't realize that's going on. So Paul has to ask people, okay, so who's going to be put up? Who's going to be put up? Who wants to go up? Because Bridget's definitely going up. But I need a pawn right now. I need a pawn right now. Nicole reluctantly offers her services. Very reluctantly. She goes down to Corey and says, you know, I didn't want to do it, but I know that maybe if I didn't do it, then that would have made a bigger target on my back. Because I think at this time, Nicole hasn't been nominated yet. So it's important that she at least save face. It was a very weak, I didn't want to do it. Zakiya definitely said, nope, don't want to do it. Not putting myself in that situation. I'm thinking, at the end of the day, he's the HOH. So if he wants to, he can put you up anyway. So I will play that very differently, but I understand you don't want to become too eager in saying I'll go up, because they'll do that to you every single week. That's how this house is. Everyone cares about themselves because they're playing for themselves. So if they have to put you up every week just to make sure that they feel safe and secure, they will do that. And so the issue now is that, okay, it's not smart to put up Nicole because they need someone who can actually win. Because the real goal is to save the person who is being used as a pawn and put up the replacement. So basically a backdoor. Basically a backdoor. They want to get Devon out. With Paulie basically running Paul's HOH, this just means now that it's really messed up, because when you think about it, it's Devon, she's done a great job of running the house, and now just the simple fact that she can't win competitions. She gets close, but she can't win competitions. And because of that, now she might go home. But here's what we need to do. If you support Devon, go to CBS's website, especially for Big Brother, and this week's Big Brother care package, what it actually is it allows you, now remember this, it'll allow you to cancel, well, the power that the house guests will get is the ability to cancel out 2 votes. So that, in a nutshell, will be amazing. Basically, that'll be easy. Devon just needs to cancel out Paul and, what was it? Paul and Victor, maybe? Or something like that? Yeah, Paul and Victor. If she does that and convinces Nicole that it's better for the girls to stay together, she could do this. She really could do this. Because I feel like the producers really like her. And the thing is, people kind of forget that Paulie is now the biggest threat in the house. You shouldn't want someone like Paulie in the house. He's the type to where he will win. If he stays in this house for too long, he will win, because he can win competitions. And Victor is a threat as well. Bridget is the threat as well. Why are we acting like these aren't people who aren't smart and good at this game? They've shown it multiple times. Victor had a crazy comeback just to get back in the house, and then he heeded Paul's warning of lay low. So Victor needs to be kicked out sooner rather than later. Paulie needs to get kicked out sooner rather than later. They need to keep their eye on Paul, because he's a swing vote, and he's really not truly aligned to anyone. It's become apparent now, except for Paulie, which is weird when you think about it, because, anyway. And then, what is it? Did I say Bridget? Bridget, she needs to go. She needs to go soon. Nicole! I'm tired of Nicole acting like she does absolutely nothing wrong, that she's just this goody two. Nicole, you know what you did. You know what you continue to do. So let's stop faking the funk. I'm tired of that. Says that he... Paulie says that he's willing to be put up. That's what happens. The nominations are Bridget and Paulie. So, hopefully people go and vote to make sure that Devon gets the power to cancel out 2 votes. Devon or even James, because James would work as well. So that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. We'll come back Thursday, because Wednesday's episode, I'll have it up on Thursday. And let me know what you think.